cheering. Would you please welcome Jimmer?
Evening. Been a bit of a hectic week this week for me. As of last Sunday, I now have a new addition to the family, a little baby boy, and brilliant. Thanks for the applause. Clearly, you're as excited about it as I am. We were struggling to come up with a name during the pregnancy, so I said to my wife on Sunday, "Look, we need to think of something a bit quick." And she said, "Well, I have been thinking about it. I'm thinking about naming it after his father." I said, "Brilliant. You want to give it my name?" She said, "Well, you're one of the options, yeah." I said, "I'm sorry, but you suggested this might not be my child." She says, "Well, I think it is." I said, "What do you mean, you think it is?" She says, "Well, I have been looking carefully and it has got quite a few of your features." I said, "What, my blue eyes and a lovely smile?" She says, "No, his willy's the size of a wasp and he shits 5 times a day." We've never had a particularly brilliant relationship. Last Christmas I buy my wife a pair of diamond earrings. I give them to her, I say, "This is because I love you and I think you're beautiful." She gave me a can of deodorant and a Dirty Dancing DVD. She said, "This is because you consistently stink of BO and I wish you were more like Patrick Swayze." I said, "What, good at dancing?" She said, "No, dead." It's not just the wife that doesn't like me, the mother-in-law doesn't either. Just before Christmas last year, she turns up at my house with these personalised baubles to go on the Christmas tree. She'd found this shop that had every design for everyone that you could imagine that you could give as a gift. And they even had a claim to fame that if you couldn't find a personalised bauble to give to someone, they would design one especially for you. My wife got one. It had on there a Cocker Spaniel and a Labrador, because we got those dogs at home. Bottle of Baileys, because my wife likes Baileys. And a little emblem out of Coronation Street, because she likes watching that. Mine simply had the words on there, "Why don't you get a proper job, you lazy bastard?" Being funny won't pay the bills. Most people would have taken that as an insult. I took it as a compliment. First time ever the mother-in-law said I was funny. So. Our relationship's always been a bit iffy, even when we first started going out. We'd only been going out a couple of weeks and it was before we first slept together. We'd been out for a really nice, posh, romantic meal to the Hungry Horse in Trowbridge. Big plate special, why would you take your date anywhere else, do you know what I mean? And we were both a bit tipsy and we ended up in a taxi on the way back to mine when she whispers in my ear, "Tonight, I am going to shag you senseless." And I knew it was going to be a very special night. And the taxi driver drops us back at mine, and by the time I shut the front door, we're half undressed. By the time we get to the top of the stairs, we're both naked. And she lies on my bed, and for some reason I look across at my alarm clock and it's 1:24 a.m. And that night, I had the best sex ever. And afterwards I look at my alarm clock and it's 1:26 a.m. That's right, my best sex ever lasted 2 minutes. That wasn't the most embarrassing thing, though. Oh no. That came a few seconds later when she looked at me with a straight face and said, "If I knew it was only going to take that amount of time, I'd have asked the taxi driver to wait." So, small knob and premature ejaculation, not a good combination. So I decided to go to the doctor. You know what I'm thinking, don't you? So I decide to go to the doctors to talk to him about it, and the first thing he says is, well, drop your trousers, let's have a look at the size of your knob. And straight away he says, this reminds me of when I was at university. I said, all right, well, you did a medical study into people with small penises. He says, oh no, I had a Saturday job in a peanut factory. He says, does this cause you any problems? I said, well, it's not as if I ever stand up on stage and talk about it, no. He says, what about sexually? Does it cause you any problems in this department? It's never caused me any problems, but I must have disappointed a few women over the years, yeah. Says I'm going to recommend a group of people to you who all suffer from the same problem. Maybe, if you realise there are others with small knobs out there, it at very least may help you increase your confidence. Thank you very much. He wrote the telephone number on a piece of paper and gave it to me. I went straight outside and gave him a call. Turns out it was the local Cub Scouts. And although my wife don't